Okay, so sitting cross-legged or straight-legged, lengthening up through the spine, opening the chest, turn the palms up, and just close your eyes and center yourself. So let's breathe in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. But your focus is on making the breath move evenly inwards and evenly and slowly outwards. Think about lengthening through the spine and the back of the neck, relaxing the shoulders, opening the chest. Lovely. Then with your eyes open or closed, take a breath in. As you breathe out, turn the head slowly to the right. Chin is level with the floor. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale, come center. Eyes open or closed, and just be aware of the range of movement. Just one more, coming to the left slowly. And then coming to the center. Good. Placing the right hand down. Lengthening up first with the left arm, reaching, and then coming across to where the ceiling meets the wall. That nice feeling of lengthening, breathing in, breathing out, coming back. Reaching up first, out of the rib cage, and then across, staying lengthened. Hold, breathe in, and breathe out. Let's try that again. Right hand down, lengthening. Coming across, breathing in. Breathing out, coming up. And one last time. Reach, lengthen. Across we come. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Let's just rotate slowly, hand to knee. Look over the shoulder. Let's just keep this moving to start. So nice rotation through the head, shoulders, neck, upper back. And then rotate to the right and hold. Not too deeply for now, we're still warming up. Let's just have a couple of breaths here. Looking behind you. And release. Let's switch sides. Hand to knee. Lengthen up the spine, looking over the shoulder, breathing in. Breathing out, staying there. Breathing in slowly. And out. And relax, coming around. Just staying where you are. Let's look at releasing the spine through flexion. So take a breath in, hands on knees. Breathe out, tuck the pelvis under. So just melt into that C curve. Then roll forward in the C curve and stack the spine, inhale. So supporting as you do that, tuck the tail, come off the sit bones onto the bum bone. Rolling forward in the C curve, restacking into that letter I, inhale. Exhale, scoop and roll. Staying in the C curve to roll forward. Lengthening, inhaling, just one more time. Exhale, scoop and roll. and hold. Breathe in. Breathe out, roll forwards. And relax. Super. Take the legs out in front and just give them a bit of a shake there. So let's come into opening the chest. Place your hands behind you. Transfer the weight back. Push the chest forward and draw the shoulder blades together. So looking up, not throwing the head back, but just poking the chin slightly. Feeling the stretch across the chest and the front of the neck. Let's breathe in through the nose evenly. Out through the nose or mouth. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then transferring the weight off the hands. Can we just circle the wrists and ankles? And then the other way, please. Good. Coming into butterfly, put the soles of your feet together. Hands on the ankles and just give those knees a little pulse first to open them. And then if that feels okay, gently press, lengthen up the spine so it's a slight hinge forward through the spine, just to assist the stretch. So we're stretching the inner thigh, opening the hips, breathing in and out evenly. One more breath here. And then relax. Bring the knees up. Take the feet hip width apart. Hands come behind you, pointing any way. And just roll the knees slowly from right to left. So you're rolling off and on the buttock. So one buttock pushes down and the other buttock leaves the mat. So you start to get that rotation through the hip and the lower back. And then come back to center and just bring yourself safely down onto the mat. Pop something under your head if you want it. And let's just bring the knees in. And circle the lower back around on the mat. Let's go the other way slowly. Super. Placing one foot on the floor with the knee bent. Hands at the back of the thigh. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, pushing the heel to the ceiling. No need to fully extend, just feel a stretch. Relax the foot as you bend. Breathe out as you push and flex the foot. Breathe in to bend. Breathe out to flex and push. One more time when we hold. Breathe in to bend. Breathe out to flex and push. Now it doesn't have to be straight as long as you feel a stretch. Can you just rotate that ankle? Take it the other way. So we'll come more deeply into the hamstrings a little bit later. Bend the knee back in and then just put both hands on the floor and see if you can just drop and bring the leg back. So we open the hip a little bit more. So we're opening and closing the gate. Supporting leg is still. Two more here, opening the hip and closing. One last time, open and close And let's bring that foot down. Well done. Bring the other leg in. Hold at the back with 2 hands. Ankle relaxed. Inhale. Exhale, push the heel. And bend the knee, inhale. Oh, this one's tight. Not sure what I've been doing with this leg. Push up, exhale. Relax the foot as you bend and breathe in. Breathe out as you push and stretch. Last one. Push, stretch, flex the foot and hold. Circle the ankle, all the time maintaining that lengthening feeling down the back of the hamstring. Circle the other way. Good. And then bend that knee. Hands on the floor, just opening the hip. So dropping to the side till you feel the stretch and then coming back. And it doesn't really matter how bent it is. It matters that it's dropping out to the side and your pelvis remains still. Your shoulders remain on the floor. Breathing in to drop and out to lift. And one last time, breathing in to drop and out to lift. Super. Taking both feet to the floor. Soles of the feet together, let the knees drop. So your pelvis will tilt a little bit there, and that's okay. Going to put the hands on the floor. Let's have palms up if we can, and let's just gently rock the sacrum backwards and forwards. So it's a small pelvic tilt as you rock. We're drawing down on the abdominals, we're pulling up on the pelvic floor. We're opening the hips and the pelvis. We don't want to squeeze the glutes here, so don't go that little bit extra and squeeze the glutes. That's not what we're aiming for. Flexion and extension of the lower back. And then just come into wherever your personal neutral is. So where you're not pushing it one way or the other, where it's nice and relaxed, there's a little bit of extension under the back. Take hold of the elbows. Arms coming over the head into a shoulder stretch. And then we are just going to hold here for a few breaths. Your rib cage is probably lifted, and that's fine. Breathe into the diaphragm. Feel the rib cage expand. Slowly and smoothly breathing in and out. See if you can get that connection into the pelvic floor, into the lower abdominals. All the time expanding the ribs with the breaths. Let's have one more slow breath in and out. And then drawing down on the abdominals. Bring your hands back first. Place them on the floor. Pull up on the pelvic floor, draw the knees together. Good. Arms out to the side, palms up. Dropping the knees to the floor on the right, ankles stay together. Turn the head to the left, breathe in. Breathe out, draw down, come back. Dropping to the left, turning the head to the right, breathing in. Breathing out, coming back. Dropping to the right and staying right. Turning the head to the left. Into those slow, even breaths. Perhaps mentally thinking about breathing in for a count of 4. And out for a count of 4. If everything feels okay around the back, slide your left leg across your right leg. Keep it bent. Just going for a deeper stretch around through the hip and the lower back. And so your left toe might have got to the floor. It might be hovering. It doesn't matter as long as the back feels okay. Slow count on the breath. Letting gravity perhaps take you lower. Feet and ankles coming back together. Draw down on your abdominals to support your back as you come through. Knees dropping to the left. Head turning to the right. And holding. Breathing slowly. Be aware of where you can feel the stretch. I can feel it in my hip and my lower back. You might be feeling it higher up. Might be feeling it in your chest if your shoulders are tight. Slipping right leg over left leg. Maybe the foot gets to the floor, maybe it doesn't. Mine's not quite there on this side. I'm hoping as I'm using the breaths, it's got to the floor now. So time and gravity will take you there. Bringing the feet and ankles back together. Draw the abdominals in and come on back up. Good. From here, full body stretch. Slide the legs away. Arms coming over the head. Allow the ribs to extend. Open the palms and stretch the fingers. Push the heels away, pull the toes back. So maintaining that feeling of length as you breathe through the diaphragm. Can we give the fingers and toes a wriggle? Good. Bringing the arms back over. Bending the knees, placing the feet flat. Rolling slowly onto one side and then over onto all fours, please. Taking your turn. Let's come into cat stretch here. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Please initiate the movement from your pelvis. Pelvic tilt, round the shoulders, drop the head, look through the legs. Arching the back, starting from the bottom, rolling to the top of the spine. Inhaling. So we exhale as we slowly round into flexion. We inhale as we slowly extend through the spine. So include every section of the back. Lower, mid, upper, shoulders and neck, but the arms and legs are not moving. This is our last one. And then just coming back to neutral, sit back into child's pose. So press your knees out to the corners of the mat if you can. Feet together and then sit back, extend your arms. Head to the mat and relax. So still thinking about those slow controlled breaths where you are. Evenly in through the nose and out through the mouth. All the time pushing backwards with the bottom, reaching forwards with the hands. hands to the side of the knees. Support the body weight. Uncurl the spine. Good. Let's come forward onto all fours once again. With the knees side by side, let's just take some small thread needles before we hold that posture. So any arm will do. Arm out to the side, inhale. Come down, exhale, thread the needle. Come back through center. Let's just have one more on this side. Open, inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. Come back to center, place that hand down. 2 on the other side. Opening, inhaling. Exhaling, threading the needle. Opening, inhaling. Exhaling, threading the needle. Come back through center, change arms. This time we're going to thread the needle and hold. So I'm going to reach up, come down, thread through the hole, drop to your ear and your shoulder. I'm going to turn around so that I can see you. Hold it there. Good. Now the hand that's on the floor, slide the arm away to the end of the mat. Reaching forward overhead. Yes, good. Hold it there. That's the one. Breathe into the stretch. If that feels okay, draw the arm in and take it behind the back. If it's uncomfortable, leave it on the floor. So breathing into this stretch, encouraging a little bit more rotation if your spine allows. One more breath here. Bring the hand underneath the shoulder and push back up. Let's try that on the other side. Threading the needle through. Dropping to the ear and the shoulder, then reaching the arm forwards to the end of the mat. So holding there, I'm going to turn around just so that I can see you. Please stay where you are. Nice even breaths. Draw that hand around the lower back if you can. May not feel the same on this side. Use the breaths to gently rotate a little bit further if your spine and your shoulders allow. Couple more breaths. Bring the arm over slowly, place the hand under the shoulder and pull through. Lovely. Coming back into child's pose, knees to the corners of the mat. Extend the arms forward. Push the bottom towards the feet. Walk the hands in to the side of the knees. Support the body weight and uncurl. Good. Coming down to the seated position. Good. Let's take one leg out, cross the other leg over. So let's hug the leg first and just lengthen up the spine. Then when you're ready, rotate and look over the shoulder. So as you're breathing through that stretch, you're going to need shallow breaths, because in that rotation, you can't really get a deep breath. But focus on feeling both bum bones on the mat evenly, lengthening up the spine, relaxing the shoulders, and opening the chest. From here, release back to me, and then take the arm across for a bigger push. Lock and turn. Feeling the weight still even through both bum bones. Lengthening the spine. One more breath. And release. Come on round. And just give those legs a shake. So let's try that on the other side. Bring the leg in. Give it a hug. And then just hugging the leg and turning first. Lengthening the spine. Feel that you've not rocked onto one bum bone or the other. Press them both down. Relax the shoulders, keep the chest open. Releasing to me, resetting with the arm across the leg, and then pressing and rotating. And I can feel that more around the back of my shoulders now. One more nice long slow breath here. And relax. Good. Coming round, releasing. Just taking the feet wide, coming forward into slump stretch. So breathe into the back of the rib cage. Let everything just release from that rotation. And then if cross leg forward fold feels okay, then please cross leg forward fold. Perhaps try and come down onto the elbows or the head. Uncurl the spine. So we're going to do our intense forward fold. Take the legs out in front of you. Find the bum bones. Maybe lift the bum cheeks up. Sit up tall. Lengthening up, inhale. I want this to start with a hip hinge. So reach to where the ceiling meets the wall and just hip hinge. Shape of my spine has not yet changed. I'm going to take another breath in. As I breathe out, I'm going to let the spine curve. Take hold wherever you can. Ankles, feet, calves. Breathe in. As you breathe out, pull into that forward fold. Staying with your spine curved, release your hands, draw them all the way back up the mat to the side of the hips. Stack your spine. And then slide your hands behind you into extension. Push the breastbone up. Inhale and exhale. If you feel strong enough, squeeze the glutes and lift the hips. Otherwise, stay down. Inhale. Exhale, one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, come on down. Transfer forward onto the bum bones. Lengthening up, inhaling. Hinging from the hip, we reach. Stay high. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Holding wherever you can, hopefully a little bit lower than before. Breathing in. Breathing out, pull into that stretch if you can. Couple of breaths here. Releasing, uncurling slowly, sliding the hands back. Moving the hands behind you, transferring the weight. Opening the chest. If you're able, squeeze the glutes and lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Transfer forward. One last time. Lengthen out of the waist. Hip hinge with a flat back. Stay lengthened. Inhale. Exhale, curve the spine, forward fold. Holding where you can, just to assist that stretch. Each time you breathe out, pull a little bit deeper into the stretch if it's not too uncomfortable. So there shouldn't be any joint pain. We should just feel like everything is lengthening. Release the hands and uncurl. Transfer the weight back. Open the chest. Option to squeeze the glutes and lift the pelvis. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, come on down. Super. Come on, feet wide and back to slump stretch then. So just allowing that lower back to release. Curl the spine, and then come on down safely onto your back. Head support if you want it, and let's just continue to release the lower back. So can we hug the knees in tightly, hold the shins, maybe interlock your fingers if you can. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, just peel up, forehead to knees. Press the lower back into the floor. Ease off, relax down. Breathe in. Breathe out, roll up. Imprint the spine, round the shoulders, head to knees. Release, relax, just one more time. Inhale. Exhale, rolling into that ball. And releasing, super. Let's come into happy baby. So hook the fingers around the toes. Can we just push the knees down first? So it's a bent leg, hip stretch. So I don't want the legs up, I want the knees down towards the armpits, out to the side. And just a gentle rock through the pelvis. Good. And then if it's available to you, you can make your legs straighter. That doesn't mean they have to lock, just means they come a bit straighter to stretch both ends of the muscle. So you should be feeling that in calves, hamstrings, inner thighs. Have a little sway if that feels good. If If it doesn't, just hold the position. From here, bend the knees down. Bring the soles of the feet together. And then bring your knees together. Take your feet to the floor. And let's come out of that with a hip roll. Arms out to the side, rolling gently to the right with the knees, to the left with the head. Coming back through center. And going the other way, breathing in to drop. And out to lift. So just have one more either side. Finish with one to your left. And then come on back to center. Super. From here, let's hold behind the right leg. Push the heel to the ceiling. So those hamstrings should be nice and stretched by now. Let's slide the left leg away. And then let's just walk up that right leg if we can, as high as you can manage, and hold it there. So you should be looking towards the knee. Use those breaths. If it started to ease off, can you go a little bit higher? And then come on in. And down, and change legs please. Left leg in, heel up, right leg slides away, hands walking up the left leg, maybe to the ankle if you can get there safely, spine imprinted. Try to lengthen both legs. My lower leg's not very good, so don't follow me. Try to get 2 straight legs if you can. And then as you're using those breaths, can you pull on that leg, get some more height in the body, bigger range in the leg. And then bending that knee, coming down. And just relaxing. Let's straighten the legs, hands down by the side of the body, palms to the ceiling. Close your eyes. Bring your focus back to your breathing. And so not changing your breathing, but just breathing slowly and naturally. And then think about where you're breathing. So we don't want to be breathing into the chest. We want to be breathing into the rib cage, into the diaphragm, down into the lower abdominals, into the torso and the core. Couple more breaths there. Let's draw the legs in slowly, one at a time, placing the feet on the floor. Let's roll onto the side of the body. And then push yourself up to the seated position. Let's cross the legs over. Sit up tall, open the chest. Let's come back to where we were, eyes closed. Long spine, chest open, taking a breath in, breathing out, turning the head to the right. Coming through center, inhaling, exhaling, turning to the left. And I can feel I've got lots more freedom through my neck there now. One more either side. Coming through center, drop the right ear to the right shoulder, take your hand gently over to the ear, and this hand pushes down. Holding, feeling the stretch down the side of the neck. Small rotation and look towards that right knee. Stretch moving round to the back of the neck. Releasing, coming the other way, ear to shoulder on the left hand over, try to drop that right shoulder, gentle resistance, breathing into it, shallow breaths, turning the head to look at the knee, feeling the stretch move around to the back of the neck. Releasing, coming to the center, resetting the spine, bringing the palms together, stretching up, inhaling. Exhaling, pulling down. Namaste. Thank you very much indeed.